Everyone. So, our today's topic is steroids. Steroids are a group of structurally related compounds which are widely distributed in animals and plants. These include sterols, vitamin D, bile acids, a number of sex hormones, and adrenaline cortex hormones. In fact, steroids may be defined as any compound which gives, among other products, diol hydrocarbons on dehydrogenated with selenium at 633 Kelvin temperature. However, if the dehydrogenation is carried out at a higher temperature, that is 693 Kelvin temperature, steroids mainly gives crescins along with a small amount of piscine. Here this is structure. As above, diols, hydrocarbon, crescine and piscine are all polynuclear aromatic hydrocarbons are formed. Classification of steroids. Some important classes of steroids along with their representative example are briefly described below. Sterols. Sterols are crystalline compounds and contain one alcoholic group. They occur in animal and plant oils and fats, either free or as ester of higher fatty acids. They are broadly classified into three categories. Juice sterols are obtained from animal sources like juice sterols, for example, cholesterols, cholestansols, and cropestanols. Here is structure of cholesterols, cholestanols, and coroprotosenol. Now, phytosterols. Sterols which are obtained from plants are called phytosterols. For example, stigmatosterols and beta-sterols. Mycosterols. Sterols which are obtained from yeast and fungi are called mycosterols. For example, ergosterols. This classification is, however, not rigid since some sterols are obtained from more one source. Cholesterol C27H46O, ये इसका जनरल फॉर्मूला है. This is the sterol of higher animals. It occurs either free or as fatty esters in animal cells, particularly in the brain and the spinal cord. It was first isolated from human gallstones, which consist almost entirely of cholesterols. The main source of cholesterol are the fish liver oil and the brain are spiral cord of cattle lanolin. The fat from wool is a mixture of cholesterol, palmitate steroids, and the oleate. It is also present in significant quantities in egg yolk. Cholesterol is a white crystalline solid. Melting point is 422 Kelvin. It is optically active. In fact, cholesterol has 8 chiral carbon atoms and hence has 2 to the power 8 is equal to 256 stereoisomers, and cholesterol is one of these. Look at the structure of cholesterols. It consists of a side chain containing 8 carbon and a nucleus containing 19 carbon atom. The nucleus consists of 4 rings designated as A, B, C and D, beginning from the 6-membered ring on the left. The nucleus also contains 2 angular methyl group at carbon 10 and carbon 13. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is also called anti-acritic vitamin. It is essential for bone formation. It is also controls the calcium and the phosphorus metabolism. Vitamin D, more precisely vitamin D2, was obtained by photochemical irradiation of ergosterols. Thus, Ergosterols is provitamin D2. Vitamin D2 is also called ergosalicylferol. Bile acids. Bile acids is the secretion of the liver and the stored in the gallbladder. The bile acids occur in the bile of most of the animal amides with either glycine or taurine. The bile acids occur as sodium salts and they act as emulsifying agent in the essential tract. Inwards fats which are insoluble in water are rendered soluble by bile acids which emulsify them. As a result, fats are absorbed in the intestine. Most of the bile acids are hydroxy derivatives of either 5 beta calonic acids or 5 alpha calonic acids. About 20 natural bile acids have been characterized and many others are synthetic. The position of the hydroxyl group RNA following 3, 6, 7, 11, 12 and 23 and the most of all of the natural bile acids configuration of the hydroxyl group are alpha. Some of the more important bile acids are cholic acid, deoxylic acids, lithoic acid, etc. The structure of three most important bile acids are cholic acid, deoxycholic acid, lithoic acid. Sex hormones. Hormones are organic substances secreted by endocrine ductile glands acting at a site other than that of their origin. They are required in very little amounts for their physiological function in the body. Classification. Although the hormones are not related chemically, they can be grouped together on the basis of their similar physiological activities. About 80 such compounds are known, of which about half have a steroids nucleus while the other half of non-steroids in the character. Steroids hormone are two types: sex hormones and adrenocortical hormones. Sex hormones are steroids which are responsible for primary sexual process and secondary characteristics such as voice, hair, texture of skin, etc., which differentiate males from females. They can produce in gaunts. Sex hormones are of three types. Estrogens are female sex hormones which controls the menstrual cycle in the women. Representative for examples are these. Androgens are male hormones. Important example: testosterone and androgens. Gestrogens are the hormones of corpus luteum is a tissue of the ovary colored yellow by carotene. These are responsible for the maintenance of pregnancy. Representative examples are the progesterone, adreno ये क्या है adrenocortical hormones. These are produced in the cortex of the adrenal glands. These are 29 in numbers and are collectively referred to as keratocytes. Keratocytes have many physiological functions, but their main functions are the carbohydrate and the protein metabolism and the control of the balance of water and the electrolytes. Some important examples of these: cholestosterones, 11 deoxycholestosterones, etc. Thank you guys.